Yo, and we back with another update on this Celeste Reeves case. The dude, David Burke, aka D4vd, he got a whole nother alias too. We gonna get to all that later. But this man, D4vd, cut Celeste up with a chainsaw after he had already stabbed her to death. Let her bleed out and watched her die. Then bought a chainsaw and cut her up with the chainsaw. And they got the chainsaw with her DNA and her blood on. Man. It's come get me, man. Just put me in the cell with him and let me punch on him. I'm trying to tell you out to punch on him. I won't even get tired. He gonna wish, I'm telling you, by the time I get done punching on him, he gonna wish he had the death penalty. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, bro, this couldn't have been my little sister, my niece, any female in my family, bro. They'll have to come get me and put me right in the cell with the man and just let me punch on him, because this is crazy. So let's get right into it, man. The singer, whose real name is David Burke, is charged with first-degree murder in connection with 14-year-old death. And they say he been talking to her since she was 11. This is crazy, bro. Man had a full relationship going on with a 11-year-old. I just want to punch on him. I'm telling you. It say singer David has been charged with the murder and offenses in connection with the death of 14-year-old Celeste Reeves Hernandez. Prosecutors allege in newly released court documents that Burke stabs her multiple times and used a chainsaw and possibly other tools to dismember her in April 2025. Burke's attorney denied the allegations as prosecutors weigh in pursuing the death penalty in the case against him. Man, you ain't got to get it to him. Just come get me and put us in the cell. I'll punch on the man so bad. I'm trying to tell you. It's a prosecutor have released more details in the case against David, who is accused of killing the teen Celeste Reeves Hernandez. The musician, whose real name is David Anthony Burke, was arrested on April 16th and later charged with murder, continuous sexual abuse of a child under the age of 14, an unlawful mutilation of human remains. He has pled not guilty and is being held without bail ahead of his trial. Prosecutors allege Burke, now 21, killed the 14-year-old girl on April 23, 2025, dismembered her nearly 2 weeks later, and left her remains in the trunk of his Tesla, which was reported abandoned in the Hollywood Hills and later impounded. I get all that. Who was driving that Tesla is what I still don't know yet. In a preliminary hearing, brief released on Wednesday, April 29th, shortly after Burke appeared in court, prosecutors said on that night Burke ordered an Uber for Reeves to his home before he stabbed the victim to death multiple times and stood by while she bled out. Poor little girl. I can't believe he did this, bro. Prosecutors allege that he then placed her body in an inflatable pool to prevent the blood from spilling onto his garage floor and used a chainsaw and perhaps other tools to dismember her body. Per the brief, those plastic fragments were found in the victim's remains and were a match to the inflatable pool. Lord have mercy. The poor little girl body decomposed so bad, the plastic from the pool intertwined with her body. Oh, this dude, boy. It's those plastic fragments was found in the victim's remains and were a match in the inflatable pool allegedly purchased by Mr. Burke under a fake name. Yeah, some he called around here calling himself Victoria Mendez. That's his fake name, Victoria Mendez. Crazy. The girl's remains were found in 2 separate bags after the LAPD received reports of a foul odor coming from the car on September 8, 2025, one day after Reeves' 15th birthday. Her cause of death was previously determined to be multiple penetrating injuries caused by objects, according to a report obtained by People on Wednesday, April 22nd. Her manner of death was ruled a homicide. Now, we already know all this other stuff, but the fact that they said that this man stabbed her to death first, then used the chainsaw, then put her in the pool, then they got him ordering all the supplies and everything, right? They putting it all on him. I get it. I still want to know who helped him. That's all that we need to go get them too. It say at the time of Reeves' killing, Burke was under investigation for allegedly sexually abusing her. In a preliminary hearing brief, prosecutors claimed that Burke and Hernandez argued the night before she was killed about his relationship with other women and that she threatened to expose their relationship and destroy his music career. Bro, you started being with her when she was 11, bro. You arguing with a kid. Not only did you abuse her sexually, but you cut up with a oh, man. Boy, whew. Burke released his debut album, Withered, 2 days later on April 25th. At a procedural hearing held last week, Deputy District Attorney Beth Silverman said the prosecution possesses roughly 40 terabytes of evidence and claimed investigators found a significant amount of CP. Y'all know, use your head if you don't know what CP is, or read the screen on Burke's phone. His attorney, Blair Burke, Marilyn, and Regina said in a statement following his arrest that he was not the cause of the girl's death, adding a plan to vigorously defend his innocence. Due to special circumstances in Burke's case, the murder charge carried a maximum sentence of life without the possibility of parole or the death penalty. Hoshman said his office has not decided whether to pursue the death penalty. Burke's preliminary hearing has been rescheduled for May 26th. He's due back in court for a status conference on May 12th. Man, listen, man. This dude different, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't think he took it that far, bro. I ain't think he did all that. But at the same time, I still feel like he had help. Whoever got in that Tesla knew her body was in there. He wasn't the one driving the Tesla because we know he was out of town. He wasn't in LA at the time. We know that. But whoever got in there and drove that Tesla knew that girl body was in there. What was you doing with the body? Where was you finna take it? What was you about to do with it? Why did you just leave the car there? Still a lot more unanswered questions, man. But the fact that he cut this girl up with a chainsaw, man, is crazy. So let me see. Where I seen it at? I always seen it on the New York Post. See, this is why I be telling y'all, you know what I'm saying, do y'all Googles, because I be doing my Googles. You know what I'm saying? I be doing my Googles on, you know what I'm saying? Bring out this information. I do the Googles, you know what I'm saying? Now, we ain't gonna read through the whole thing because I just read y'all the stuff that was going on. But in this article, that's where it say that, you know, he purchased the stuff under his alias, which is Victoria Mendez. So now the dude other name is Victoria Mendez. Right? You cut this girl up with a chainsaw. First you stabbed her to death. Then you cut up with a chainsaw. Then use some other tools, played on her body some more. Put her in an inflatable pool. The body decomposed so bad when he threw her in an inflatable pool, the pieces of the pool intertwined with her body. Took her body out the pool, threw it in the bag, then threw the bag in your car. Then was giving instructions to somebody to move the car with her body in it. And that explained why he had the burn cage and all that too, because he planned on throwing her body in the burn cage. But if y'all go back, The lawyer dude had said they found a chainsaw in a bird cage. See, right here. Chainsaw, burn cage found in D4D Hollywood Hills home. The private investigator said this, right? So the private investigator, he was already up, you know what I'm saying? He was already up on it. So he had knew about this already. Or whatever, right? And hold on, I made this too big. Why I didn't move? Let me bring it back down some. So yeah, so the PI say sources tell TMZ that a grand jury will be asked to consider a murder indictment against R&B singer David. It says obviously it's a very stressful time for the attorney and client. That he told him on Monday. Prosecutors presented evidence that includes found in David's rented Hollywood Hills home. Private investigator Steve Fisher told News Nation investigators discovered a burn cage, incinerator, and a chainsaw. So they planned on throwing her body in the burn cage and burning what was left of her body up. But my whole thing is, who in that Tesla moved it to that spot? They knew that her body was in there. I'm not moving your car unless you tell me to move your car. It ain't like one of his friends just hopped in and start joyriding and all that. Somebody knew and somebody was told to move that car. Who was told to move that car? And I know he gave them instructions to move the car. Problem is, we don't know all that yet. They gotta fry this dude though, man. There's no way. It's no way he getting nothing less than a death penalty, man. He took her innocence from her, tortured her while she was 11, and then turned around and went even further. After she was dead to continue to torture this girl. So yeah, bro, they gotta give him the death penalty, man. I mean, I wouldn't see it no other way, bro, but this is a sad situation, man. And I want to say pray for the family, man, but I'm going to say pray for the family that ain't had nothing to do with it, man, because at the end of the day, I think some of them was in on it too. Not killing her, but the fact that y'all let her even go be with him. And at the same time, he was under investigation for already being sexually active with her. And they did not lock him up. If they'd have locked that man up, man, this girl would probably still be here. But you know what happened? They didn't take it serious. Why? Because when things happen with females, whether it's eye color, whether it's day color, y'all know what I'm saying. They take their time in the beginning. All this stuff happened to her. They had to put a rush on it because it looked bad. It's all this national news, everybody talking about it. But they took their time in the beginning. If they would have did what they were supposed to do, he'd have been in jail, and that girl would still be here, man. I feel so sorry for that little girl. Being tortured after death, bro. You done already killed her, bro. Why you had to chainsaw and all? Why you had to do all that? It's a shame, man. We got more details that's supposed to come out about it, man. I'll keep y'all updated on what's really going on with the case, man. Y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Check out the playlist, man. I'm out.